Welcome to the CMO World Tour. My name is Fred Colas. I'm traveling all around the world to interview top marketers. I want to understand the impact of the digital age on their personal and professional lives. Today, we are interviewing Martin Riley, the Chief Marketing Officer of Pernod Ricard, one of the leading wine and spirits companies in the world. Hello, Martin.
Hello.
How do you define Pernod Ricard's global marketing focus?
We believe the world is premiumizing. It's about drinking better quality. It's not about volume. It's about value, and it's about again encouraging consumers to appreciate the kind of wine brands and spirit brands that we produce, and hence why I go back to the point about information. The information element of it, understanding it, why, rather than just drinking for the sake of drinking, but actually this is a great experience to savor drinks, is part of this premiumization. So we believe in premiumization. We believe in some of our brands are more luxury brands, and therefore marketing luxury brands is something one does in a different way from marketing different brands. We don't believe we are an FMCG business, and therefore how we build value around our individual brands. Of course, they're all in different segments. We have some very, very big brands that do operate more in an FMCG way, but that's not all the brands in our portfolio.
What is the role of digital within this strategy?
Well, the role of digital will be to connect with our consumers, so having identified who are the core consumers and who we also would like to become more brand advocates for each of our brands, then how do we connect with them in areas of interest? So, for example, if we take a brand like Jameson, it's very involved in cinema, has been for some time on a global basis, and one of the initiatives is what they call the Cult Film Club. So actually targeting people who are interested in film through the Jameson Facebook page, etc., and giving them access to some events, cult films, talking about their involvement in the cinema, which is now multidimensional. Well, clearly that's a way we can use digital to communicate that on a broad international basis and an interactive basis. So for each of our brands there will be a different digital strategy, but it's actually that element of communication.
Do you see Facebook and other social platforms as potential advertising channels for your brands?
We have to target by age. So on the basis that the age verification, which I think is not yet established on Twitter, and therefore, we would be very careful about using. Well, we certainly wouldn't use Twitter with no age verification for advertising, and on Facebook, I think we have to be careful as well.
What are you doing to adapt your marketing organization to the digital age?
Well, in terms of speed of response, in terms of interactivity, in terms of response to what may be being said on Facebook or elsewhere, then we have to have teams in our brand companies that are able to respond, who are able to create brand content, and are, if you like, have the interests as well. If we talk about brands being associated with certain interests, such as the cinema for Jameson, that interest consumers, then we need people who are genuinely interested in that as well to be able to collect the information, put the information online, and also respond to comments. So that means, in terms of organisation, that the way, the traditional way that we've structured brand teams, brand groups, has to accommodate this more rapid interaction. And that means working also with our market companies in a slightly different way. So that's what we're looking at the moment, how we can create teams composed of brand, from the brand company teams and the market teams that are working as a virtual unit together, creating brand content and looking at what is being said centrally and what's being said locally, and how we bring all that together, because clearly you've got the issue of language for the local sites, that people will be commenting in their local language, so it can't all be done centrally. through a brand company. But at the same time, the themes of the of what we're putting onto Facebook have to be determined by the brand companies, and then in cooperation with the market companies, they will be amplified and developed and made local by the market companies.
Thank you very much, Martin. My name is Fred Colas for the CMO World Tour. Today we have interviewed Martin Riley, the Chief Marketing Officer of Pernod Ricard. If you want to see more content about this interview, you can go to cmoworldtour.com. Next interview, somewhere else in the world. Let's keep in touch.